Hello. Please go back and watch part 1 of this video about the high gain 16 CB radio. Otherwise part 2 will make absolutely no sense. I thank you.
But yeah, that's a lot better. I think there is an intermittent fault with the handset because the modulation does come and go a little bit, so I might have to take that apart. It's okay there, and then you key up again and it won't be quite so good. So we'll give the switch mechanism a clean in there, I think. Right, there's inside the handset. You can see it uses the speaker as the microphone. So we'll just pop a bit of switch cleaner in there and just check these connections are good. Not a lot else I can do with an intermittent problem with this. It's not like I can supply a replacement microphone. So the best I can do really is give that switch a clean, check those wires. But I mean, if it's an intermittent wiring fault, you've got to get a multi-core cable such as that, and then obviously check the plug. And oh my gosh, there's a whole can of worms there. So let's perhaps we can slide that switch out of there and give it an examination and give it a good clean. So we'll do that, pop it back together and see how that goes. Yeah, just a quick switch clean of those contacts seems to have brought it up a bit. 1 2 1 2. Yeah, that's a lot better. We got what I expect to see in terms of peaks. 1 2 1 2, and it sounding good. It's sounding good on the President. This volume is about halfway there. So yeah, I think we're good. That's good that there's no intermittent problem with that cable. We'll give it a clean afterwards anyway. So yeah, we crack on with the receive now and get this wrapped up. Right, to adjust the transmit RF indicator is a numerical indicator that's shown up on the display. We press the SRF key on the microphone whilst transmitting, and then adjust RV104 to give an RF indication of 5 on the display. It's actually already doing that. I'll just show you. So when we key up and go to TX, if I do this one-handed, if we key up and then press the SRF button, that's our power level. It's showing us 5 there, you see. That's how you do it. So it's already set at 5, but if you do need to adjust it, it's RV104. Well, we've got the tiny SA acting as a signal generator. We're at minus 106 dBm there, and we've still got a signal. So we're going to follow the this diagram here in terms of aligning it. We're just going to align it for a peak audio, but we'll follow the receiver alignment set up here and then see if we get an improvement on that. Again, if we pop the sine nav meter into AC volts, we can take a reference reading there off the meter and see if we get any improvement on that once we've done the alignment. Yeah, we brought that up a fair bit actually. It's cleaned up nice. It's the very last trimmer there, conductor at the bottom, and it gives you a list of the ones that you need to adjust. So let's adjust the S meter now. That synthesizer noise you can hear is actually the logic. You can hear it there, you press the button. Anyway, we've adjusted the signal meter there. So 100 microvolt signal is S9. It's telling us for 30 microvolts, but if you've watched the channel, you know on both AM and FM we see 100 microvolts at as S9. So we just got the squelch to adjust, and that's it. Then we can button this one up. Super interesting set. It still stinks of tobacco, so that's probably the reason why the trimmer went there. You get like a film laid down on the track, and you get intermittent resistance through it. So yeah. And for squelch adjust, it's not RV1, it's R32. It's there on that control board under there. So we will set the squelch for 100 microvolts. Get that adjusted properly. Right. So we now got the squelch set on threshold, and we'll just pop it up just 1 dB. So we're at minus 116 dBm. So it's coming in at minus 114. It's opening, and it's going off at minus 115. So it's sensitive on the low end, and it's adjusted properly on the high end. So that's it. really good little radio, really interesting. Right, let's, I think what we'll do next is, before we're going to get some snow foam on that mic and clean that up first. I really hear the processor sound now. We've got it in PA mode. I'll just check that. 1 2 1 2. That's nice and bright in PA mode. So that's a good sign, isn't it? I should have done that test first, perhaps. So yeah, you can really hear the noise there from the sort of poorly shielded electronics inside the unit. But and to drop it out of PA mode, you just simply depress the F button and then press that, and then that relay clicks in, and it's back to transmit mode now. There we go. Yeah, not seen one of these before come up, so it's really interesting to get to have a little play with one. Nice little unusual set, but certainly different. It's pretty grimy and grubby and horrible, isn't it? So let's carefully give it a dose of spray foam. I want to be a bit careful with these buttons on the front, so what I'll do is I'll spray it upside down so the foam doesn't drip into the unit. So if you like, I'll hold it upside down and we'll spray it and then we'll clean it. So you should see a before and after picture, and the big change will be in this cable. This will come up nice. This is all, I know what this is. This is like an oil coating on it, like it's been in a mechanic's vehicle or something like that. So we'll get that all cleaned off. And look at the difference to the cable. It looks like brand new now, isn't it? There we go, and the actual handset is cleaned up really nice as well. I think you can agree, all the buttons and everything. Screen is good, and we've cleaned back side of the case as well. And I don't always clean up the radios, but I just thought when there are the, because it's time consuming, can be anyway. I thought with this one it deserved it because it's such an unusual and unique sort of thing, and yeah, it's a good robust connector on there as well, and I'll give that a clean. On the main rig as well, I also went over and there was a few dry joints on the back of the board, and I've done all that. So yeah, that's cleaned up lovely. So I'm just going to quickly clean up the main case as well, just the outside of the tray, and just give that a clean up. And then we'll reassemble, and then we'll see if we can get hold of Mick. And yeah, I bet he's never seen one of these before. As you can see from the test sticker on the side of the radio, it's just had its 45th birthday. Now, so that's probably older than some of you that's watching this video. I know many of you are older than that, as I am, unfortunately. But yeah, goodness me, in 1977, if that had appeared under the Christmas tree for me with an antenna, and God knows where I'd be now, eh? But yeah, I did do a little bit of rework on the back of the board. There was some dry joints, but crikey, I wonder what consumer electronics that you'll get from your local store will be around in 45 years. We're still working as well and looking as nice as this. Right, now Mick is on a slightly different antenna than he normally uses, so the signal's not going to be quite as good as what it normally is, but it should be good enough for a rough test. So let's give it a try. We're just waiting for Mick to come back to us. He'll be back to us any second to let us know he's recording. There we go. Okay then, Mick, many thanks. Yeah, we've got the high gain.
It's a hideaway radio, so it pops play station in the booth and put the radio in the car. Really unusual thing. Like I say, this is a bit poor today, and also you're on a slightly different area last week, so at your end, so it's not going to be quite what you should expect, but I'm hearing you okay nonetheless. You're using G800, is that right, your end?
Okay, Paul, all copied. Not as loud as I would like it to be, but as I've said earlier, that's probably my setup as well. I'm probably not receiving on a gooder antenna as I should be, so but you are copyable. There is a little bit of white noise coming through, but you're fine, Paul.
Yeah, okay, Roger D. Like I say, this is you had to have a little bit of work done on it. It's slightly off frequency, which might be not helping, but it's within the specifications. I had to do a bit of tweaking and messing around to get it right, dirty switch contacts and things, but other than that, it's a really nice example. It's cleaned up really nicely. and I've never seen one of these before. It's quite an unusual set, but it's certainly receiving as well as all of the other radios that we have, that we have tested. So I'm quite pleased in that regard that it's actually, you know, it's right up there. It's certainly very good on receive, and it's and the main thing is it's still working. It's nearly 50 years old, and many of us aren't still working after 50 years, are we? So yeah, rather pleased with this. So yeah, I'll pass it back round to you for a final, and we'll wrap this video up. And I hope everyone's enjoyed watching it. So I'll just pass it to you for a final there, Mick, and then we'll move on. Thanks again for your help there, Rog.
All copied. There was a little squeal come above you at one point, about halfway through. Interference from abroad, I should think, somebody tuning up. But apart from that, yes, you are readable. Not to my standards, and to be honest, yeah, you know me, I like things to be perfect. So, yeah, okay, Paul, I'll pass it back to you. You did say it was a high gain 16, didn't you? An old AM set, so yeah, very interesting. I've never seen one before.
Yeah, Rog, no, I've never seen one before either.
I'll just plug it through the extension speaker bit before we finish the video, just to make sure you sound okay through that as well. Just stand by.
Right, you're going through the extension speaker now, Mick.
Yeah, what have you done to change it? It's not better, but it's just about the same. What did you try different? Oh, on external speaker, I think that was it, wasn't it?
Yeah, Rog, you're now on the external speaker. I don't think that would have changed anything in my transmission here. But yeah, I think conditions are just a bit up and down. But yeah, I just wanted just to test the external speaker just to make sure it's okay. And it certainly seems to be okay. I can hear you fine, Rog. If you just want to give us a quick over, and then we'll wrap this one up, like I said. Yeah, Roger D. Okay, I think we'll wrap this video up now. Thanks again for your help there, Mick, and we'll move on. We've got plenty of other radios actually that we do need to get and test at some point if you've got time. So thanks again for your help, Mick, and I hope the viewers have enjoyed this one. It's been a bit of a longer video than I had planned, but we'll get this radio back off to the customer, and they can do what they want with it. It's certainly quite a rare beast indeed. So thanks again for watching all, and we'll catch you on the next one.
I hoped you enjoyed that. Please, if you haven't already done so, hit the like and the subscribe button. I'm going to count to 3. There will not be a 4th. Good day.